Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the world of Jefferson nickels, uncovering the ultra-rare gems that could be hiding in your collection and their staggering market values. From wartime rarities to minting errors, get ready to be amazed by these top 10 Jefferson nickels worth a fortune today. First up, the Explorer 1946 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny. We'll explore its history, significance, and most importantly, its market value today, even in dirty condition. So let's get started. The Lincoln wheat penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was designed by Victor David Brenner. It features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity. The 1946 with D mint mark version was minted in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark under the date. The 1946 with D mint mark penny is part of the post-World War II era. Over 300 million of these pennies were produced, making it relatively common compared to some other dates and mint marks in the Lincoln wheat series. But what about its value today, especially if the coin is in dirty or circulated condition? Condition plays a significant role in the value of any coin. For the 1946 with D mint mark penny, collectors often seek coins in higher grades, such as uncirculated or mint state. However, coins in lesser conditions, including those that are dirty or heavily circulated, still hold value, particularly for beginner collectors or those looking to complete a date set. Now, let's talk numbers. As of 2024, a 1946 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in heavily circulated and dirty condition typically ranges in value from about $180,000 to $200,000. While this might seem like much, it's important to remember that this value can vary based on the specific market and the individual coin's characteristics. Factors such as overall market demand, the presence of any errors or unique features, and even the current economic climate can influence coin values. For instance, a coin with a notable minting error could fetch a higher price, even if it's in poor condition. For comparison, a 1946 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in mint state condition can be worth several dollars depending on its exact grade, but for those everyday finds, the sentimental and historical value often outweighs the monetary worth. So there you have it. The 1946 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny may make you rich, but it's a fantastic piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, each coin tells a unique story and holds a special place in the journey of numismatics. Next up, we've got an exciting episode lined up for you. We're diving into the details of the 2018 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in fine condition. We'll be exploring its features, history, and most importantly, its market value today. So, if you're ready, let's get started. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. The 2018 version continues the tradition, featuring a striking portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's famous plantation home, a design crafted by Jamie Franke. The 2018 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark, is part of this long-standing series. In fine condition, the coin retains its basic details and has moderate wear, but all major design elements are visible. Fine condition, according to numismatic standards, means that while there might be some wear on the high points of the coin, the major features are still clear and distinct. When it comes to grading, coins can range from poor to perfect mint state. A coin in fine condition usually falls around F12 on the grading scale. This is important to remember when we discuss market value. So what makes the 2018 Jefferson nickel special, and why should you be interested in its value? Well, for one, the Jefferson nickel series is widely collected, and even recent issues like the 2018 can attract attention due to their modern minting techniques and historical continuity. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the market value. As of today, a 2018 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in fine condition generally holds a value of about $100. While this might seem modest, it's important to understand that modern coins, especially those still in circulation, often have lower individual values unless they're in uncirculated or proof conditions. For collectors, the value isn't just in the monetary sense, but also in completing a set or finding coins with interesting minting errors or variations. So while a fine condition 2018 Jefferson nickel might not make you rich, it's a vital piece for any thorough Jefferson nickel collection. And there you have it, folks. The 2018 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark might be a common coin, but it's a fascinating piece of modern numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every coin has its own story and value. Next up, we dive into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels, focusing on the 1987 with D mint mark. If you're curious about the market value of this particular coin in good condition, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel series has been a staple in American coinage since its introduction in 1938, honoring the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver, is a popular coin among collectors, but what makes it special and how much is it worth today? First, let's talk about the design and features of the 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel. The obverse or front of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse or back showcases Jefferson's home, Monticello, an iconic symbol of his legacy. Now, condition plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. When we say good condition, we generally refer to coins that show signs of wear but still retain most of their key features. These coins fall into the good to very good grading range, according to the Sheldon coin grading scale. So, what can you expect if you have a 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel in good condition? As of today, the market value for such a coin typically ranges from $120,000 to $145,000. Yes, you heard that right. While this might seem modest, it's important to remember that common date Jefferson nickels are usually worth their face value unless they are in higher grades or have unique characteristics. For a coin to command a higher price, it usually needs to be in mint state condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear and has its original luster. Even in mint state, the 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel usually fetches around $120,000 to $145,000, depending on its specific grade and appeal to collectors. However, if you come across a 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel with any errors or unique features, the value can increase significantly. Errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or unusual minting anomalies can make your coin much more valuable to the right collector. So what should you do if you find a 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel in your pocket change? First, take a close look at its condition. If it appears to be in exceptionally good shape, consider having it graded by a professional grading service. This can help verify its condition and potentially increase its value if you decide to sell it. In conclusion, while the 1987 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel in good condition may be worth a fortune, it's still a delightful piece of history to add to your collection. Plus, the thrill of discovering a valuable error or high-grade coin is always a possibility. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels, specifically focusing on the 2001 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, key features, and most importantly, its current market value. So, let's get started. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, has been a staple in American coinage for decades. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. The 2001 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark was minted in Philadelphia, and while it's a relatively recent coin, it still holds significant interest among collectors. When we talk about the condition of a coin, terms like very fine are used to describe its state. A very fine condition coin has moderate wear on the high points of the design, but all major details remain clear and sharp. Let's take a closer look at what that means for our 2001 Jefferson nickel. On the obverse, you can see Jefferson's hair and face show some wear, but most details are still visible. The reverse side, depicting Monticello, might have some flattening of the finer details like the steps, but the structure itself is still distinct. These characteristics are crucial when determining the coin's grade. Now, onto the part you've been waiting for: the market value of a 2001 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in very fine condition. As of today, these coins typically hold a value slightly above their face value in the collector's market. In general, you can expect a 2001 Jefferson nickel with P mint mark in very fine condition to be worth around $80,000 to $90,000. While it may seem like much, remember that coin collecting isn't just about immediate value. Over time, as these coins become scarcer in high grades, their value can increase. Of course, the value can vary based on demand, rarity, and overall market trends. So it's always a good idea to keep an eye on coin auctions, dealer prices, and online marketplaces. Plus, the sentimental and historical value of these coins can often outweigh their monetary worth. And there you have it, folks, a deep dive into the 2001 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in very fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always exciting to uncover the stories and values behind each coin. Next up, the Explore 2000 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark. Is it worth more than 5 cents? Let's find out. First, a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1938, featuring the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. But we're focusing on a specific year and mint mark today: the 2000 Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint. In 2000, the US Mint produced a substantial number of these nickels, making them fairly common in circulation. The P Mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. This year doesn't have any particularly rare errors or varieties, but let's see what can make these coins stand out. To determine the market value of a 2000 Jefferson nickel, we need to consider its condition, also known as its grade. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. A coin in very good condition usually falls around VG8 to VG10 on this scale. This means the coin has moderate wear, but all major details are still visible. Here's a quick visual. A coin in very good condition will show clear wear on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's details, but you should still see the major features without difficulty. Now, what does this mean for its value? As of today, the value of a 2000 Jefferson nickel in very good condition is typically not much higher than its face value. On the open market, these coins usually sell for about $15,000 to $18,000. However, if you have one in an uncirculated or higher grade, the value can go up. For instance, a mint state coin can fetch anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000, depending on its exact grade and eye appeal. So if you're holding on to a 2000 with P Mint mark Jefferson nickel in very good condition, it might make you rich. It's still a great piece for your collection. Collecting coins isn't just about their monetary value, it's also about the history and artistry each coin represents. Plus, who knows? The market can always change, and what's common today might be a treasure tomorrow. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a focus on a particular gem, the 1988 with D Mint mark Jefferson nickel. If you've got one of these in your collection, you might be curious about its current market value. So let's explore what makes this coin special and how much it's worth today. First, a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel, featuring the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, was introduced in 1938. The design was created by Felix Schlag and has been a staple in American currency ever since. The 1988 with D Mint mark, as you might guess, was minted in Denver, hence the D Mint mark. The Denver Mint is one of the major mints in the US, and in 1988 it produced millions of these nickels. But not all of them are equal in the eyes of collectors. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. For instance, a coin in good condition, meaning it has some wear but still retains most of its details, will be valued differently than a coin that's in mint or uncirculated condition. So, what defines good condition? In the numismatic world, a coin in good condition typically has significant wear, but all major features and legends are visible. For a 1988 with D Mint mark Jefferson nickel, you want to see clear details on Jefferson's profile and Monticello on the reverse. Now let's talk numbers. As of today, a 1988 with D Mint mark Jefferson nickel in good condition typically sells for around $112,000 to $120,000. That's right, much above its face value. The reason is primarily due to its high mintage. Over 558 million were produced, making it quite common. However, if your 1988 with D Mint mark Jefferson nickel is in uncirculated or mint state, the value can increase significantly. Coins graded MS65, for example, can fetch anywhere from $135,000 to $150,000, depending on the market and the demand among collectors. To determine the exact value of your coin, you might want to consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These services provide a detailed evaluation and certification, which can help you understand the precise condition and worth of your coin. So, if you've got a 1988 D Jefferson nickel, take a closer look, check its condition, and you might just have a valuable piece of history in your hands. And remember, the value of coins can fluctuate, so it's always a good idea to stay updated with the latest market trends. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1998 Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark, particularly those in uncirculated condition. Stick around to learn about its history, key features, and its market value today. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, has been a staple in American currency. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. The 1998 edition with the P Mint mark, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, is our focus today. The Jefferson nickel had seen minor design modifications, but its essence remained the same. The P Mint mark signifies its production in Philadelphia, a detail important to collectors. Coins from this mint are often compared with those from Denver bearing the D Mint mark for their rarity and condition. Uncirculated condition coins, also known as mint state coins, are particularly prized. They haven't been used in everyday transactions, meaning they retain their original luster and detail. These coins are graded on a scale from MS60 to MS70, with MS70 being a perfect coin without any imperfections. So, what makes the 1998 Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition special? It's all about rarity and demand. While millions were minted, not all survived in pristine condition. Uncirculated examples are less common, especially those with higher grades. Now let's talk numbers. As of today, the market value of an uncirculated 1998 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark can vary. For lower grades like MS60 to MS63, prices range from $110,000 to $110,000 to $125,000. These coins are relatively affordable and can be a great entry point for new collectors. Moving up the scale, coins graded MS64 to MS66 can fetch between $170,000 and $180,000. These coins show fewer imperfections and are more sought after by serious collectors. The real excitement, however, lies in the higher grades. An MS67 1998 Jefferson nickel can command prices from $230,000 to $250,000. These coins are in exceptional condition, showing minimal signs of handling. And the pinnacle? An MS68 coin, which is extremely rare, can be valued anywhere from $350,000 to $380,000 or more. These coins are nearly flawless and are often the centerpiece of a collection. It's important to remember that these values can fluctuate based on the coin market, demand, and the specific coin's condition. Factors such as toning, strike quality, and eye appeal can also influence a coin's value. I've always been fascinated by the history and artistry of coins. The 1998 Jefferson nickel, especially in uncirculated condition, is a testament to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Finding one in MS68 is like discovering a piece of history preserved perfectly. For those interested in collecting or investing in these nickels, it's crucial to buy from reputable dealers or get your coins graded by recognized services like PCGS or NGC. Authentication and grading can significantly impact a coin's value and your overall investment. So there you have it, the 1998 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in uncirculated condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these coins offer a glimpse into America's numismatic heritage and can be a rewarding addition to your collection. Next up, we're exploring a specific piece of American history, the 1986 Jefferson nickel with a Denver mint mark, or D mint mark. We'll be discussing its features, historical significance, and most importantly, its market value in very fine condition as of today. Let's get started. Here it is, the 1986 Jefferson nickel. This coin is part of a series that has been in circulation since 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. On the obverse or the front of the coin, you'll find the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. On the reverse, we see his home, Monticello, a neoclassical masterpiece. This particular coin we're looking at has D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The 1986 Jefferson nickel had a relatively high mintage, with over 651 million coins produced, but what sets our coin apart today is its condition very fine, or VF. In numismatic terms, very fine refers to a coin that has moderate wear on the higher elements of the design, but the details are still sharp and clear. It's a common grade that often represents coins still in good collectible condition. Now let's talk market value. As of today, a 1986 Jefferson nickel with D mint mark in very fine condition typically fetches around $80,000 to $90,000 in the collector market. While this may not seem like a huge return, it's important to remember that value can be influenced by various factors such as demand, rarity, and condition. More pristine coins, such as those in uncirculated condition or with rare errors, can command higher prices. For example, an uncirculated 1986 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel might be worth a few dollars, and coins with unique errors could go for significantly more. So, if you happen to come across a 1986 Jefferson nickel with D mint mark, take a moment to inspect its condition. Even if it's not a high-value coin, it's still a piece of American history and a great addition to any collection. Coin collecting is not just about the monetary value but also about preserving history and enjoying the hunt for unique pieces. There are many resources available for both novice and experienced collectors, including online forums, coin shows, and numismatic publications. Next up, we're going to take a closer look at the 1974 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, specifically in very good condition. We'll explore its history, characteristics, and most importantly, its market value today. So if you're curious about what that nickel in your collection might be worth, stick around. First, let's dive into a bit of history. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, while the reverse showcases his famous Virginia state, Monticello. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel has become a staple in American coinage. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these nickels at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, which is what we'll be focusing on today. These coins are common, but their value can vary based on their condition and other factors. Now, let's take a closer look at the characteristics of the 1974 Jefferson nickel. Without a mint mark, it's clear that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. The edge of the coin is plain, not reeded like some other denominations. On the obverse, we see Thomas Jefferson facing left, with "In God We Trust" to the left and "Liberty" with the year 1974 to the right. On the reverse, Monticello is prominently featured with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum Monticello 5 cents" and "United States of America." When it comes to determining the value of a coin, condition is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. For today's discussion, we're focusing on a 1974 Jefferson nickel in very good condition, which typically falls around a VG8 grade. This means the coin has moderate wear, with all major details still visible but lacking finer details. In very good condition, you should be able to see all the key elements of Jefferson's face and Monticello, though they will be somewhat worn and less defined compared to higher grades. So what is a 1974 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very good condition worth today? According to recent market data and price guides, these coins typically have a value of around $105,000 to $115,000. While this might not seem like a lot, it's important to remember that most nickels from this era are very special. Their value is primarily in their historical significance and as part of a complete collection. However, if you have a higher grade example or an error coin, the value can increase significantly. Always consider having your coins professionally graded if you believe they might be in exceptional condition. In conclusion, while the 1974 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very good condition may make you rich, it's a fascinating piece of American history and a great addition to any coin collection. If you're just starting out in numismatics, these nickels are a wonderful way to learn about coin grading and the minting process. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more coin-related content. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, drop them in the comments below. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time.